This is the quarterfinal round of the Hard Times 10-Ball Cup, match number 1, featuring Edgy Marilao Geronimo versus Ronnie Kalamba Alcano. We are now lagging for the break here in match number 1 of the quarterfinals. This is now a race to 8. And this is going to be a winner's break as well. And it all depends now on the lag, who's going to be breaking first. So the lag was won by Edgy Geronimo from Marilao, Bulacan province here in the Philippines, and he'll be going up against Ronnie Alcano from Calamba, Laguna. This break brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Now a race to 8 winner's break. 10 ball has been made on the break by Edgy Geronimo. Of course, the 10 ball will go back, but Edgy is going to have an open look at this table right now. There are still some problems here in the layout. It appears that the 6 ball and the 7 ball the 6 ball, the 7 ball, and the 3 ball are all bunched together. So one of the key shots now of this rack is getting from the 2 to the 3. Now Edgy Geronimo, his path to the quarterfinals first came in the round of 32, of course, where he defeated Renimar David. Then yesterday he went up against Lee Van Cortez and won that match 7-5 to set up this duel with Ronnie Alcano. So he was able to solve the problem somewhat. 5 ball now, or the 4 ball now, very visible here as a straight shot. How because he won the lag. This is a winner's break. He has an angle here on this 5, so he's going to have to navigate around the table to get to the 6. That's well done. So again, when it comes to winner's break, the whole landscape of strategy changes. Now you have to rely on your break to stay at the table. That's why we were having this conversation earlier with Nicoy Lining. I was also talking to Coach Ramon Mystica as well, and Raymond Faraon. And Nicoy is already sort of saying that I'm going to be at a disadvantage in a winner's break against Raymond Faraon. Now, it all depends, of course, if you make a ball on the break. That's a different story altogether. And for Edgy Geronimo, he's just turned this into a practice rack, a break and run out, looking for win number 1 in this race to 8 here in the quarterfinals. And he will be breaking once again. But first, we thank our sponsors. Edgy Geronimo now to break once again. Wants to keep Ronnie Alcano in his seat, if possible, the whole evening.
Yeah, that's right. Q Strokers Arabia, thank you very much.
Yeah, we are now down to the meat of the order here, the nitty-gritty part. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. This does not look like it's a promising outcome. However, Ronnie Alcano, who's at the table now, does not see the one ball, or sees a part of the one ball but can't attack. Dry break number 1 for Edgy Geronimo. He may elect to play a push out. And he announces push, the 2006 world champion. Thinking of how he's going to push out to a place where Edgy's going to think about it. And he'll also have a plan in case Edgy returns the shot. So he's pushed out to a 1-4 combination. That's the offensive side of that. The other side is there a safety here that Edgy Geronimo can go to?
Cue ball. Almost went in on the side.
Ronnie can see the one. Tries to get safe behind the 6. Great shot coming from Ronnie Alcano. However, there is a long rail escape. He's going to call a 2-ball into the corner pocket.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow, what imagination. Creativity at its finest.
Thing is, does the 1 ball go into the side pocket?
Yes, it does. What a shot.
Yeah. You need to bring your A game against Ronnie Alcano at all times.
Well, it's safe to say that he brought his A game tonight.
Straight in on the 3. Now here's the key shot, getting to the 4. He is straight on the 3.
Q Strokers Arabia. We are located here in Quezon City, Philippines.
He's going to use a follow, going around 2 rails. Is he going to get there? He's not. He's going to have to play a 1-rail kick. He can make this an offensive 1-rail kick.
Was he looking for that window or?
He was supposed to land between the 8 and the 6. He's going to call it to the corner pocket. Almost.
Almost.
And this is going to be Ronnie Alcano cleaning this one up. Ronnie can go rail first to get good position here on the 5. He can actually just draw it back as well. Or plays the 5 at an angle.
From 1 ball, Rosales. Anong oras ang laban ni Biado and Ignacio? After this.
After this, yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Ooh, he missed it.
Yeah, because the 7 I think does not pass the 10, so he was planning to take the 7 on the side,
Right.
but he missed here on the 6, unfortunately. Cue ball is down. Now ball in hand for Ronnie Alcano. And I think he's looking for the 7-10 combination here. But he's going for the cleanup instead. So 7 ball is called on the side. The 8 as well will be deposited there. From Apple Sarmiento, Idol AJ, kumain na po ba kayo? Well, ang aking partner kumakain, so mamaya salitan kami. And 10 ball for Ronnie Alcano to tie things up. And there you have it. Okay. So 1 game apiece. Edgy Geronimo, as you can see here in our screen, wearing a black, or is that a green, a dark green polo? I'm starting to get colorblind here. Okay, so Ronnie Alcano to break. And this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. I think Ronnie needs some candy right now. There you go. Inspecting the rack here. Maybe he's going to go for a re-rack. Okay. Ten ball again, almost went in. Nothing on the break. Okay, so he may have to kick on this one or a push out. So he called the 1 ball on the corner. Okay, so that's a nice safety, but I guess the 1 ball is seen here. And this could be a 2-10 if Ronnie sees the 1, or enough of the 1 rather. From Robert Aldana Jr., I noticed none of them are using a carbon fiber shaft. Do all the Filipinos use wooden shafts? Well, kanina si ano no, Raymond Faraon is using a carbon fiber shaft, but he does not use gloves, so he just use powder instead. But yeah, most of the players here are using wooden shafts. And just like that, a 210 combination for Edgy Geronimo. Now it's 2-1. 2 games to 1. Edgy Geronimo against Ronnie Alcano.
Back with us here to our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup quarterfinal round. Match number 1 in the final 8. Winners break, race to 8. Edgy Geronimo now to break, leading 2 racks to 1. And this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar. Another monster break here for Edgy Geronimo. 6 ball goes down, 3 ball might follow suit, but the problem is the 1 is hiding behind the 2. So a chance here for Ronnie Alcano to come back in this table. Once again, the dynamics have changed when it comes to winners break. Yeah, you can see part of the 1. Can he hit the 10 ball though? From the 1. He might be able to do this. Now he just sends the 1 ball away and hide behind the 7. This is a crafty safety from Edgy Geronimo. But again, that 10 ball is just sitting right over the side pocket. Is Ronnie going to jump at this? Yeah, Ronnie Alcano, he's still with his playing cue. Hasn't brought out his jump cue yet. Now he's going to bring out his jump cue. He's calling the 10 ball into the side pocket. He's going to play this off the bank. Call the 10 ball just in case. Made good contact with the 1 ball. Is able to hide. But now Edgy's going to bring out his jump cue. Or can he swerve around to make contact with the 1? Even probably pot the 1. He's calling the 1 ball in the corner. That means he's going to swerve it. Or plays rail first. Nicely done. Oh, if he gets the 10, he didn't call that. So he knocks the 10 away from the side pocket. It still plays on the 5 though. Oh, he missed the 2. It looks like the 2 does pass the 3. Unless Ronnie fancies cutting the 2 here in the same pocket that Edgy just missed on. And the 5-10 is still available. And he's going to call the 2 ball the same pocket that Edgy just missed. He missed it as well. And he will scratch. Now Edgy Geronimo is already looking at how he's going to attack this 5-10. Ball in hand, trying to take a 3-1 lead in this race to 8. Remember, it's winner's break already from the quarterfinals onwards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like the cue ball skidded a bit. So Ronnie Alcano now with ball in hand. He's still looking at the 5-10. He's going to draw back from the 4 to get a good spot on the table to see the 5-10. Calling the 10 into the side now. And it's going to be a direct combination. This to tie. We are tied. So 2 racks apiece. Ronnie Alcano will now be breaking in rack number 5. As we say hi to all of our Shark fanatics who are still watching us right now. We still have another match later on. And Apple Sarmiento saying, kamukha nga ni Rodolfo Lua at si Geronimo. Right, there's a lot of similarities between them, even the way they play. Good evening from Toronto, says Abner Marasigan. And Mike Yu is watching with us also as well. So keep those comments coming, especially if you're watching from abroad. This is the quarterfinal stage of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup, featuring some of the pros, or the pros in the country that have made it through at least to this point. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar. Unfortunately for Ronnie Alcano, nothing went down on his break, and this is the second time it's happened to him that he's hit into a dry break. Pretty good scatter here as well. So you can see the 1 ball is available in the corner pocket. Oh, but he fouls when he came into contact with the 5. So things aren't falling the way right now of Edgy Geronimo. Ball in hand for Ronnie Alcano. on a layout that is very, very manageable. Looking good to take the lead. Of course, we have the Zimatarsi in the house as well. We have a
Yeah.
Zimatarsi sighting. George Ong, one of the champions of the Sharks 9-ball showdown, is here to witness personally the goings on of the quarterfinal round of the Hard Times 10-ball cup. Surprisingly, none of our Sharks are here tonight, AJ.
Wala pa. Si ano lang, si Airpat pa lang andito.
Yeah. They're all at Hard Times.
Sa hard times yung mga yan. Alam nilang di sila makapag-practice dito.
Yeah.
Ayan, so shout out naman. Dito tayo kay Henry Kamantige, John Carlo Biado. Ayan, anak ni Carlo.
Yep.
Inaabangan na niya mamaya. Up next na po ang laban ni Carlo Biado
Although
versus Jeffrey.
I've not seen Carlo Biado in the building yet.
Not yet. Oh, medyo siguro mamaya-maya pa konti. Papasok na.
Well, I was telling Jeffrey Ignacio, if Carlo doesn't show up, the brother's here. You can just take on the brother.
Si Chris.
Yeah.
The Tiger Bomb daw, sabi ni Eric.
The Tiger Katol.
Tiger Katol. May Katol ba yun?
Yes.
O yun, no? Perfect sa 7. Eight ball and 9 will go in opposite corners.
Yeah, Ronnie Alcano, you can't give this guy any room to operate. Edgy Geronimo had a scratch on the 1 ball. And that leads to this.
And
Ronnie.
thank you, Brad Hamill.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
What did he say?
Great stream watching here in Maine. Salamat po.
Oh, thank you very much. Ronnie Alcano has now taken the lead 3 racks to 2 against Edgy Geronimo here in the quarterfinal stage of the Hard Times 10-ball cup.
And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors, Bugsy Promotions, Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Billy's Resort in Oslo, Cebu, Aqua V, Mudcakes by V, V Lugaw, ang lugaw ng Cubao, Kikarex Kayanong ng Target on air sa DZME 1530 kHz, Bounce Apparel, Music Avenue, Vehement, All About the Process, Dehadista and Llamadista Sports Bar in Timog, Quezon City, Outsville, Magic Chalk, JB Cases, Thoroughbred Layer Tips, Ropa Commercial, Billiard Planet, and of course, Hard Time Sports Bar.
So Ronnie Alcano, can he continue to do well on his break? I mean, he's not had a good break so far. He's had 2 dry breaks and was fortunate that Edgy Geronimo actually fouled after making the 1 ball and when he scratched into the side pocket in the last rack. But Ronnie's got to activate his break. And this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Times Sports Bar. Still nothing on the break for Ronnie. This is 3 consecutive dry breaks. So it looks like a push out is looming here.
Or if he can see the 1, he can send the 1 ball.
Oh, he can see the 1.
Yeah, send the 1. Oh, part of the 1 on the right side, so can play safe here. Yeah, down table, but
It's going to be seen.
yeah.
Too much pace on the shot. Again, you cannot make some fundamental errors here against Ronnie Alcano. He is going to crucify you.
At ito kasama natin si Siegfried Olpate. Shout out sa'yo. Also to Ryan Capiña San Juan, watching from Angeles City, Pampanga.
Home of the champ.
Yes, rooting for Ronnie Alcano.
There's going to be an up to down here from Ronnie Alcano. to get to the 4. There should be no more problems here in this rack.
If there's no problem, therefore it's safe to say.
Okay. AJ Ong just
Hindi
gave
totoo
his
naman yan.
magic words.
No, that's
Well,
not
so far
magic.
today, you haven't really jinxed anybody.
Yeah, because
What does Arisan Mario call you? The Lord of the Jinx. You actually jinxed Ronnie Alcano in the finals of the rotation showdown. Let's see if you could do it again.
nako Jay, kung saan mo nakuha yung balitang yan.
What is that? What is that?
Stereo yan.
What is that?
Mamaya pabasa ko na lang sa'yo. And of course, kasama din natin itong si Julius Orculio. Shoutout sa'yo, ang kapatid
Yeah.
ni Champ Dennis. Ayun, pizza daw, Julius, sabi ni Eric.
Gotta be Magoo's though.
Oo, yung Jollibee daw ni Chris. Saan na raw? Nangako ka daw, ha?
Ronnie Alcano. Like a surgeon on the table.
Nicely done.
Okay, speaking of the Black Tiger, he's just arrived.
Ayun, Carlo Biado. Kasama natin ngayon.
Ronnie Alcano now up 4 racks to 2. In his matchup against Edgy Geronimo in the quarterfinal round of the Hard Times 10-Ball Cup. So you can see there Edgy Geronimo, and I think Angel Sarmiento just concurred that there's so much resemblance between Rodolfo Luat and Edgy Geronimo.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be surprised if he actually patterned most of his game after one of the legends, Rodolfo Luat, a.k.a. Boy Samson.
Sino si Boy Samson?
Boy, Rodolfo Luat.
Rodolfo
That's
Luat.
what he was called. Boy Samson. Here's Ronnie Calamba Alcano. He wants us to call him Calamba because he's in the Philippines.
Pag
And
sa
it's
ano na lang, volcano.
international, yeah, you call him Volcano. This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. And Ronnie still cannot get a break on his break.
Yeah, pero the 2-ball almost went in.
Yeah, but it's still, the almost doesn't count against Edgy Geronimo.
That's right.
This 2-ball is makeable, actually. He's calling the 2 into the corner. And he can send the 1 down table and hide behind the 4 now.
Or
Get
the
it in the side.
9.
Yeah. You can get the 4 and the 1 into the side as well. I think the safe would be the better option unless he can see. Oh, he's going for the side. There you go. There's the safe. That's the better option. Ronnie is in jail. He's gotten out of jail many times. I mean, on the billiard table.
Not literally.
Not literally. So you can see from this angle, he does have a 1 rail kick from the long rail. It's a very small landing spot, but it is makeable. From the top view, though, it looks completely different. He's calling the 1 into the corner, so he's going to attack several rails to get to that. Going 2 rails. Good contact, but a foul. Foul on that shot because none of the balls he contacted or none of the other balls hit a rail So it's ball in hand now for Edgy Geronimo. Playing the brilliant safety there behind the 4. You notice where Munching Mystica put the cue ball. That's exactly where Edgy just struck that shot.
Again, sorry.
No, Munching Mystica just put the cue ball right there, and Edgy didn't have to move it.
That's it.
That's it. It's like, okay, you have ball in hand, book, put it right there. He said, all right, that's exactly where I wanted it.
Okay, 5 on the side.
6 on the side as well. Oh, he's going to try to make an angle now to get down. So Edgy Geronimo, 4 balls away from tying us up, or make that moving one rack closer to Ronnie Alcano. It's going to be a little funny on this 8, though.
Yeah, a bit short, but still a makeable cut shot.
He's going to have to use the bridge, it appears. Can he reach over the table? Oh, he's going to go to the side of the table and mount the table. And missed the 8.
Okay.
Sometimes you sort of question the decisions of just trying to mount the table instead of using the mechanical bridge, which would make the shot less taxing. But again, that's a player preference, and G. Geronimo just missed on the 8.
Alcano going for win number 5.
Yeah, he's already halfway to the goal right now. So there it is, 10 ball deposited, 5 racks to 2. That is the lead now of Ronnie Alcano against Edgy Geronimo. He needs 3 more, and he will be breaking now in rack number 8. So Edgy Geronimo, you can see him on your screens. We told you how he got here. He was actually able to defeat Renimar David in the round of 32. Then yesterday defeated Livan Cortez 7-5. Ronnie Alcano, for that matter, was able to defeat Ado Tadike. I think that's one of the players they were looking for earlier. Ado Tadike, yes, was defeated by Ronnie Alcano in the round of 32 and defeated Aaron Reyes yesterday by a score of 7-4.
RJ Buerano, shoutout sa'yo. At sa lahat ng mga taga Mabini, Batangas. At may katanungan dito si Tochi Azares sa'yo. Yun, tapos na maghapunan, tapos na maghugas ng pinggan, tuloy ang ligaya. Ayos lang ba tayo dito? Sabi ni Tochi. Baka di pa daw tayo kumakain.
We were able to grab a sandwich.
Yeah.
This break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar.
Pantawid gutom.
Yeah. Just a bit of a sandwich, just a bit of a break. Of course, tonight, guys, we will have another session of the Sharks 9-ball showdown where our amateurs will go at it for supremacy. Congratulations last night to the guy who changed his nickname, Larry One Kenobi Lim, for winning the competition last night. Join us later at around 9 o'clock. This is supposed to be a safety behind the 3, but looks like the 1 ball is seen. It's a 1-9 combination. It's completely on. Our referee, by the way, is the legendary Ramon Mistica, who has been a billiards coach for many pros, including the US and Canada for several years. And Ronnie Alcano with a uncharacteristic mistake there. So this will be ball in hand now for Edgy Geronimo. And he has a 2-10 combination
That's
waiting
right.
for him.
Yeah. And he's prepping for that.
He's got a 2-10 combination waiting for him after making this one. And he's going to be perfect in the alignment. Edgy Geronimo, for the second time, is going to use a combination to win over Ronnie Alcano. So it is now 5 racks to 3. That is the lead of Ronnie Alcano over Edgy Geronimo. Back with us here in our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10-ball Cup. Edgy Geronimo, the gentleman, 43-year-old from Marilao, Bulacan, is now breaking here against Ronnie Alcano. And Ronnie Calamba Alcano, former world champion, is leading 5 racks to 3 in this race to 8. Break now by Edgy Geronimo is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. Noel Zarate still with AJ Ong. And Edgy is going to get lucky here with the 8-ball dropping.
8-ball on the side. And the 1 is seen. Question is if he's going to take this cut on the 1.
Well, there are still many hiding places here, but these are the pros. See what he comes up with.
And good evening to Uncle Larry Lim. Congratulations.
Larry One Kenobi, sir.
Yes.
He has changed his name. What a safety shot by Edgy Geronimo.
Behind the 5. Galing. And ito kay Ren Arquisola. Watching from Ross City. Capiz. Mabuhay.
Yeah, it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world as well, Ross City.
And we have a question from J.R. Alberio. Kung tayo daw yung may-ari ng Hard Time Sports Bar.
Not us, but the guys who run this place, yes, they are.
Yes. Mariano family.
Yeah. He's going to call the 1 ball into the corner pocket, so it appears it's going to be a 1-rail kick.
And good evening kay Auntie Can. Sabi niya, kindly say hi to Ramon, Edgy, and Ronnie for me. Andy from San Francisco.
Okay, we were going to say that. Yeah, I'm sure you've gone up against these guys before. Coach Ramon Mistica was talking about the time when he went up against Rodney Morris. And Rodney was controlling the break so much, but when it came to Ramon Mistica at the table, Rodney couldn't make a shot. Because Coach Ramon Mistica kept on hiding the object ball. When it came time when they were going to go up against each other in the championship, Rodney Morris wanted to split the championship. Let's just not play. Let's just split the money. He was afraid of munching Mistica already. Because, you can control the break all you want. But when munching Mistica gets to the table and he hides the object balls from you, it's going to drive you crazy.
Dolor la cabeza.
Yeah. Same thing here with Ronnie Alcano now bringing out his jump cue. He's going to call a 1 ball on a bank shot.
Almost. Sells out the 1.
Edgy Geronimo is going to be gifted here with what could be an open layout. He just has a bit of an awkward cueing here on the 6 ball.
And watching from Sibalom Antique, itong si Lee Andrew Butyong.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Gotta stop. This has gotta stop. Yep. Edgy's perfect here.
So he's straight here on the 4.
You can just draw back for the
Yeah.
5.
And take it on the opposite corner. Or on the same corner. Pwede rin.
Yeah. No, he's taking the opposite corner. Prefers this angle. Again, one mistake, you die when it's the pros already at the table.
That's right.
Well, he's torn here. I mean, he can actually try to create some space or draw. Or drift, actually. He's double clutched on this a lot. Thinking he could just draw this a bit. He could have the correct position on the 7. And that's what he's doing. There you go.
Did it cut the point?
No, he put some spin on it.
Okay.
Oh, left the 9.
Yun. Medyo buntis kasi yung tira dun
Yeah, that's a shot that he's made a lot tonight, though. What a weird time to miss.
That's right. A bad time to miss.
Ronnie Alcano, just like that, will be 2 racks away from a place in the semifinal. Yeah, these mistakes are gonna haunt Edgy Geronimo. And you can see his body language, he's like deflated right now. Because Ronnie's gonna be breaking again. Now Ronnie has not had any success on his break. 0 success on his break. He's broken 5 times, make that 4 times tonight. And he's not made a single ball in his 4 breaks. Let's see if that fortune changes here, or if Ronnie makes any adjustments. There he is, Ronnie Alcano. So Ronnie Alcano now to break, and this break is brought to us by Origin Carbon Fiber Shafts, Ropa Commercial, and Hard Time Sports Bar. How are you guys holding up out there? Must be very early morning now in the United States. And again, Ronnie Alcano with a dry break.
Another dry break.
This is 4 dry breaks now, or 5 dry breaks now for Ronnie Alcano.
Well, he's doing good tonight.
Well, when he's on the table.
Yeah.
So Edgy Geronimo, sort of an open layout here. 2 passes the 10. And the 5-7 plays as a combination. Good clearance on the 3. So he's looking at the 5. It is a combination shot, so the key really is getting from the 4 to the 5.
So ito magandang insight dito from RJ, or JR rather, JR Alberio. Lagi din siyang sumasablay sa ganong tira. Yung sinablay kanina,
Yeah.
common mistake ng karamihan, tinitake for granted.
I don't know. It's a blind cut. I'd be more attentive on a blind cut. Ooh.
Speaking of.
That was a blind cut.
Yeah, speaking of.
That's the shot that you actually want to stay down the longest on. A blind cut. You want even your follow through to be perfect on that because you're not even seeing, you're not looking at the pocket. Oh, wow, that was a risky safety shot there by Ronnie.
Yeah, but he got lucky there.
That was very lucky. He's smiling right now.
So Edgy is gonna jump.
And Munching Mystica just said froze.
Really? So it's frozen.
He said froze, not frozen. Well, it's frozen, and it froze. That's both correct. Edgy makes
Look
it.
at that shot. Nicely done.
Look at this. He's going to land perfect on the 5-7 combination.
Yeah, 5-7 on the side. And he's gonna hit the 8.
Ooh, he miscued.
Tapiyok. Oo, tumapiyok siya
He
doon.
miscued. Wow. That must have been nerves there as well. That is a very big unforced error.
Yeah, coming up from a good jump shot on the 4.
He's still looking at his tip up to now.
Yeah, nako.
The first thing you see that there's a dark blue spot on your tip.
Yun. Hindi, actually, ano yun, parang medyo light colored dahil nga natanggal na yung blue.
Yeah.
Nako, yun lang ang nagpatalo sa kanya dito. That miscue from that 5-7 combination supposed to be.
Ronnie Alcano is 3 balls away
For the
from
hill.
being on the hill.
Yeah. And we already have the Black Tiger in the building waiting for his next game here.
So,
Ooh!
also joined by the Black Eye.
Chris Biado.
Yes. His brother.
Muntikan na siya maano dun, ha?
Yeah. Ronnie's getting some fortunate rolls here also today. The only
Yeah.
thing that's not fortunate about Ronnie's game is
The
his break.
Yeah, that's right. For the hill.
Well, whoever he faces in the semifinals, he can't be breaking like that.
Okay, so
Just as the thunder went. There was a roll of thunder right before he was about to strike it.
okay, so he's not comfy. Needs to settle down.
Yeah, he is bridging right over the side pocket. No problem here.
No problem, and he's on the hill. Ronnie Alcano, 7 games to 3.
And he will still be breaking here in rack number 11. Back with us here for our continuing coverage of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup quarterfinal round. This is match number 1 as we say hello to the sexy Ting, Joyren Ting.
You know.
He has entered the building.
So may schedule ata si Joy
Yes,
Renting
he
tonight.
is. He is in the lineup.
So mga kaibigan.
And he's still sexy.
Yes, of course. Mamaya after ng laban ni Carlo Biado and Jeffrey Ignacio at 9 p.m. Samahan nyo kami sa Sharks 9-Ball Showdown para makita si Sexy Ting.
Finally, Ronnie Alcano, after 6 breaks, makes a ball. But can he do something with the 1 ball, or is he going to play a safe here behind the 6?
He's jacking up. Maybe he's gonna... There you
Play
go.
safe behind the 6, yeah.
Nicely done.
And Edgy Geronimo, who's had some misfortunes here because of the rolls. Now looking at a situation where I'm not going to be able to get anything done. He's going to call the 1 on the kick. Just making contact with the 1 is victory enough here.
The Sexy Ting is in the building, sabi
Yes.
ni Robin Hood Cruz.
The sexy Ting is in the building.
That's right.
Good contact here, but it looks like Edgy has just sold out the whole table once again.
Yeah, looks like it.
So Ronnie Alcano, should he clean this up?
This could be it.
Yeah, he's moving to the semifinals. It's not over yet, though. Go ahead, AJ. Say it.
What will I say?
Look at this layout.
Well, good looking layout for the win.
The 5 does not pass the 8. He's going to play it as a combination already.
So wala pa, di ba?
Yeah, he's resigned to the fact that he's going to play this as a combination.
So hindi pa pwede.
Unless he goes around. Because he does have an angle on the 3. Now it's a combination.
If he gets this combination. Sige, sabihin ko.
That's pretty straight in. Let's see. Let's see how Ronnie deals with this. It's like he's aiming for the pocket. That's what he's...
Bigay mo na, Sir Agent.
Oh, whew.
Ayan.
That was close.
Okay na. So, tapos tayo may hirap. So, therefore, it's
By the
safe.
power.
Kailangan kompleto. Therefore, it's safe to say. Okay, so landed well for the 6.
Why am I nervous?
Nervous? You don't have to be nervous. He's playing well tonight.
He's double clutching on this 6.
Gusto ko na magkaroon ng bagong imahe, yung safe to say.
Well, for the record, guys, the safe to say hasn't affected anyone today.
Yes, o diba?
Today.
Gusto ko na maging iba dahil nawalan na ako ng kaibigan eh.
All streaks come to an end, though, huh?
Of course, that's right. Look at that shot. Perfect.
Yeah, Ryan Serrano has unfriended AJ Ong. His father has just thrown him out of the house.
Perfect. Two balls away.
And that's it. Ronnie Alcano is through to the semifinal round of the first ever Hard Times 10 Ball Cup. He is in the Final Four after defeating Edgy Geronimo 8 racks to 3. Edgy played a great opening game, but then the rolls didn't start going his way.
Wala pang hill-hill ngayon, no? Never pa tayo nagkaroon
No,
ng
there
hill-hill
was
tonight.
one in
This afternoon.
earlier, the matchup between Who is this?
Kenneth Arpelieda.
Yeah, Kenneth Arpelieda and Marvin Pastor.
Ayun. Yun yung
Yeah.
sagot sa tanong mo, Apple Sarmiento. Nagkaroon din tayo ng Hill
That's right.
kanina.
But of course, Ronnie Alcano is through. Who will his opponent be? Will it be Carlo Biado or will it be Jeffrey Ignacio? We will find out in just a few moments. Stay with us right here for the quarterfinal round of the Hard Times 10 Ball Cup.